Today we're going to be spectating a Silver 4 tank. So we've been spectating a little bit more Silver games recently, and it's been interesting because the Silver games have been something. Today we're going to see a Silver 4 tank who plays a bit of Zarya, Rein, and Diva. And here's the description we got here. This game went quite well, but I feel like my DPS weren't following up. Starting off on defense, we start playing well. I go Rein to counter, but during overtime, I feel like we could have won if one of my DPS or myself did something we would have won. All right. On the last final matches, I feel like if I did something different or backed out, I would have survived it. I truly believe I deserve a higher rank. Plat, gold, or diamond. I would like to see tips or criticism for my gameplay or some pointers. All right, so first of all, we're gonna start off with the first part here. This tank believes that their DPS were not following up on any of their, like, I guess, dives or their aggressive play. So the first question is that actually happening? Are the DPS not following up on these, like, really, really good dives? Are the dives too aggressive? Does this Silver 4 tank, are they plat, etc.? I don't know. We're gonna just see when we watch this. So get ready. It's time. It's time. Let's see how this Diva does. I'm ready. Okay, we're gonna start off with something right away. That is not your teammate's Moira orb. You do not have a Moira. So when that Moira orb runs right by, or goes right by you, or is in front of your face, eat the Moira orb. It's good to take away that value from Moira. I know it doesn't seem like it's going to do a lot, but that Moira is like, you know, that's 5% ult charge. 6% ult charge that early game can mean a lot later on. I mean, if you already look, Moira's at 9%, you know, obviously in combination with the Tracer who's in the spawn doors, which is right here. This is an interesting 1v1 we have already at the beginning here. Very interesting start. But yes, eat the Moira orb. So far, keep in mind, you were talking about how your DPS weren't going in with you. All right? So, let's talk about that for a second. Now, I'm watching this angle here. This is early game, so this could change throughout the game. But what I'm noticing here is Brig is playing frontline. Right here, right? Brig is playing frontline. Ana is up here. You're all the way back here. So far, what I'm already noticing, and I understand why you're playing a little bit more passive here. They have a Zarya, right? There's a Zarya. I get that, right? When I play against Zarya, I'm like, okay, I need to play a different play style. But, hear me out. Go up here. Play from this angle. Play aggressive this way. You see what I'm saying? Go up to where the Ana's at. Play aggressive this way, right? Against Zarya, you don't need to play like the Brig's playing right now, but against Diva, like, play aggressive. Up here. Go here. Against that Zarya, then you pay attention to bubbles. You can maybe dive the back line, force a bubble out. You know, things like that is what you have to do on Diva when there's a Zarya, right? Like, somebody will be like, well, why don't you just swap heroes? Well, there isn't a current hero in the game that can teleport you back to spawn immediately to be able to switch heroes right away. So you have to kind of adjust and, like, make the play based off of what you see. I mean, technically, you just go over here and reset, but you're not going to do that, right? So, like, even if you're expecting a hero swap there from the Diva, you can't expect it right away, so you have to kind of make a play off of that. Interesting start, though, because you are playing really far back while your Brig is tanking. Your Ana is also, yep, see, I want to point out now, first of all, I don't know what's going on over here, but your Ana has decided that playing with the team it does not matter at this point. Why is the Ana up here? Wait, oh, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. See how you flew up to the Ana? Okay, I gotta admit, that was pretty funny. You flew up to the Ana, right? To get healed, and then the Ana jumped down and didn't heal you. I love how that just happened right there. That's amazing. See, that's what we like to see, right? That's what we like to see. Meanwhile, the Ana is just... Oh, slept the wall? Yeah, that's a classic. So far, definitely is difficult when you're not getting healed. Okay. No, don't. Oh, okay, your Brig's there. I thought you were going to re-peek them. Okay, remember, your Brig only has a certain amount of armor packs. With the way your team's playing right now, I'd swap. I would swap, like, right away. Yeah, there we go. We're on to Reinhardt now. Yeah, that was quick. Yeah, that was, I could already tell that wasn't going to happen. With what's going on. Oh, your Ana's dead? You know, We could sit here and be like, hey, why'd you charge off the map? Honestly, we're all charging off the map there. Am I wrong? We're all charging off the map there. Listen, even if we try to cancel the charge there, like, let's just say we do that. You know we're hitting that button too late. We're going off the map anyway, right? You're going off the map there. The charge cancel, yes, but every time I hit that charge cancel, it's like I'm going across like a slip and slide. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't work for me. All right, here we go. Let's see how this Reinhardt gameplay goes now that you've changed up your play style a little bit. Okay, I do want to point out you were right. You're basically saying that your DPS aren't really following up and going in. I'm seeing a trend here. Your DPS are actually really aggressive. So most of the time, if your DPS weren't going in, it's because they already went in, and then now you're going there next. So far, I haven't seen that. Granted, we're 2 minutes in. That's a charge. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know what? If it works, right? Good shield. Yeah. Wait a second. That was a good EMP. Big slam. Big slam. Big slam. No, big slam. Yeah, you were going off that map there if that wall didn't stop you. 100%. And the sim turrets is what I like to see. Oh, big slam. Oh, here we go. The nano. Ooh, that was close. All right, let's just see. Your DPS haven't been going in. Meanwhile, your DPS is further in than you again. I guess something must change with the playstyle later on, but so far your DPS has been pretty aggro. And if you're expecting your Soldier 76 to run in with you, I don't expect that, but I also don't think you expect them to be staring at the water. Yeah, certainly interesting. All right, here we go. Are you waiting to see where they TP to? I don't understand. What? You're turned around. Their spawn is... Your Reaper's in their spawn open. If anything, your team's been playing too aggressive. Look at this. This Reaper's vibing. That Reaper's vibing, okay? So far, your DPS have been playing fairly aggressive and like even your Soldier, look at him. Playing aggressive. Okay, here we go. Good fire strikes, accurate. Reaper's in again. Give Soldier ult. Sim has decided the best possible play here is to run to the cart and try to cap the cart. That was a play. That was certainly an idea. That was a play. Okay, meanwhile, your tank's on the bridge. You're heading back now. Oh no, what happened to the Reaper? What happened to the Reaper? I have to see. Oh no. Oh no, the Faraboo. All right, it's time for a big slam. Big slam. Huh. Okay. All right, not bad. I can't see anything from that point of view. Out of curiosity, like, you're just blocking your view in front to even see where they're at. Like, you're not even, look, you can't even see what they're doing. And your Reaper is definitely playing aggressive. Your Brig is playing aggressive. Your Brig, look where you're, what in the, you know what? I want to see what this Brig does. I've now decided I want to see what this Brig does here. Well, that was certainly a play. That was certainly a play there, I gotta say. All right. You're actually playing like, you're playing a little bit more passive than you could. Your Reaper's going in aggressively, right? You're kind of playing a little bit further back. Good fire strike. I don't know why there was a ground fire there, but hey, you know, it's like I said, the Silver games especially have been something. Yep. I'm like I said, so far I don't. So far it's been fine. Like the way your team's been playing. Like I know it. Even like I said, even you could even argue that they're playing too aggro. Well, that was certainly a charge. Actually, your Brig has been playing main tank. Oh, big slam. It's like, so far from what I've seen, it's like you saw that Reinhardt got the 1400 shield and you said, you know what? I've decided that I'm going to use all 1400 of that shield to get the maximum value of what this buff was. Like, that seems to be the play. It's like, you know what? They have buffed Rein shield to 1400. We are going to make sure that we get the full value of that buff. We will get that 1400 shield use. Nice charge. So, seems to be a bit of an issue there. You may have charged past the cart, and now they got the cart. Which is a bit of a problem. Bit of a problem at that point, I'd say. Let's head back to the Rein. It's been very... I don't think of a good way to explain it. I feel like you're playing really, I don't know where the expected follow-up is yet. Like, are you referencing follow-up as, like, when you hold your shield, nothing's dying during you holding your shield? Okay, listen, let your shield go up all the way. Big slam. Oh, big slam. Of course this is gonna work, but like, what in the... I'll tell you right now, you're playing Rein, way too much hold shield, wait for it to break, maybe do something after that, than it is like playing aggressive. And I don't even see the opportunity for your teammates to follow up on what's happening there because there isn't really... Your teammates, your DPS are doing a fairly good job at, like, doing damage. Like, I don't see much of an issue with that, I guess you could say. So I find that you're actually playing a bit too passive at times with Rein. Like, you're literally just relying on your shield to break for then you to make a play. And then if you don't make a play, you charge in, and then you just stand there in their backline with your shield up, and, like, if you're expecting your teammates to be able to follow up, think about the point of view that your teammates are going to have when you're doing that. Like, just because you go in and hold your shield up does not mean your teammates are going to be able to follow up on what you're doing, right? All right, so we're going to start to see... Are we going to get a Zarya to start? All right, we got a Zarya to start. This is a little bit different from the previous... Wait, what? Wait, what happened? Why is the... Wait, whoa. I'm sorry, but what? What? How? Why? What just happened? Wait a second. So what happened was it looked like they went to break the side of the bridge here and then go wall climb here and just fell into the water. That was certainly something. I did not expect that to start this round. What is up with this map? And it's a Silver game again too. Remember the last Silver game in this map? What is going on? All right, let's head back to the Zarya now. That was a start to the game. All right. I mean, the Lucio will be back quickly, but, like, still. Okay, there's definitely a sim high ground. again. Your Reaper is playing aggressive. I mean, unless something changes in the next 10 minutes of this game, this does not seem to be an issue with your teammates not being able to follow up. Your teammates are, like, they're playing aggressive. Like, I don't think this is, like, an issue of your DPS are not following up. I just don't see it. I mean, that's just Junkrat vibing, right? Like, I just don't... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so far, it just seems... I don't know. Oh, yeah, your Reaper was, yeah. So I want to point out, by the way, while you were fighting that Diva, your Reaper went into the back line and got 3. I'll be real here. There does not seem to be an issue if your teammates not following up. I don't even, like, see what the opportunity has been to follow up unless you're, like, referencing, like, the Diva going into your back line. Like, if a Diva's flying into the back line against your fully charged Zarya, your DPS don't need to help you follow up at that point. I'm going to be real with you at that point. That ain't going to matter. That ain't going to matter. Like, yeah, you've been playing, like, fairly passive, it feels like. Like, fairly passive at that. So, maybe, like, one suggestion I already have is if you play more aggressive, and when I say play aggressive, I just want to point this out. Because, like, I'll say play aggressive, and it's like, okay, I'll play aggressive, and we run at them in, like, a straight line. When I say play aggressive, think about where you're gonna, like, if you play aggro, where are you gonna fall back to? Where can you hide behind if you're too aggressive? It's just, you're playing really far back because you don't want to take damage, but you can also play aggro, and, like, let's say, like, they're right here, and you want to play aggressive. You don't run it down, you know, you don't run it this way and just go all the way there, but you can, like, play up here and hide over behind this wall, right? See? There you go, you're playing aggressive. They fall back now. Same thing, you can play aggressive. That's what I mean by that. So far, your teammates are not helping you follow up anything because they haven't really had to follow up on anything. Like, it's just, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm seeing so far. I like the idea here. I have a question here. With this grav. Who do you expect to follow up on that grav? Outside of maybe your Junkrat with no HP and your team is down. A Reaper. While they're also using a Moira. This is like... And if this is like in reference to like, oh, they didn't follow up to it, like there's no way your teammates are following up to that. Now let me explain something to you. If you're playing aggressive and you're playing right here, right? And you grav right there, guess where your teammates are going to be? Your teammates are going to be further up with you, right? Because remember, when you're playing tank a lot of the time, you're kind of setting the tone of how your team's going to play. Doesn't mean you're not going to have a Reaper playing aggressive, and it doesn't mean people won't follow up, right? Or will follow up every time. But when you play tank, a lot of the time, not all the time, where you're going, your teammates will generally be at least behind you, right? Obviously, that can change from game to game, but if you're playing here, I have a feeling that your Junkrat and your team is playing here. Not back here, because they're looking for somebody to push up to. You get what I'm saying? So, that grav, there's no follow-up to be had. People are going to be like, well, why did the Zarya grab? I'm going to tell you why the Zarya grabbed. The Diva was pretty much out of DM and didn't really know what the grab was, so the Zarya went for a long-range grab, hoping to be able to follow up on that, but there's no follow-up because your Reaper just died to begin with. Like, there's not going to be... That is not even, like... That is one of those grabs that is a very, like, I would say the follow-up could be... I'm not going to say, like, super low percentage on the follow-up, but, like, it's not... You're not going to get the best follow-up on that unless your teammates commit pretty much every ultimate, which I wouldn't doubt it if you see an ultimate, like, domino from that point of view, but yeah, anyway. Let's continue on. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's the alt domino. See what I'm talking about, by the way? How I expected there to be a bit of an alt domino after that. The moment you grab that, like, it's almost like your team feels like, it's not even like on you on that one. Like, it's just more like the team feels like they have to try to follow up on that. So everybody starts using all their ultimates, and this is what you have. And like, look at where your team is right now. Like, look at this point of view of where your team is and where you've ended up. Your team is playing aggressive. You were playing all the way back here. You see what I'm talking about? Like, There's just no follow-up to really be had at that point because they're just... It's like you're almost actually playing off tank while the rest of your team is playing tank. Straight up. Straight up. Wait, I can't tell. Did that Reinhardt cancel the charge, or did your Junkrat poop him off? I have to see. Wait a second. Here we go. So the Rein canceled the charge, right? The Rein canceled the charge, but they were gonna fall off the map anyway. So that wasn't the Junkrat. They were just gonna fall off the map anyway because they went too far. I'm telling you, it happens all the time. You try to cancel charge, you still go off the map. And then your Reaper ults in their backline. Let's see what happens. You know what? I respect that play. Why not solo out a Torb turret? Why not solo out a Torb turret, right? Why not, right? I do it. Ha! Oh, no! Oh, no! Not bad. Okay, you have grab. Now keep in mind, think about where your team is. This is a good grab right now. Left side. There you go. That's a good grab. That's a good grab. That is a good grab. Okay. That's an example of an aggressive play by your team. Good block on the bubble, too. Good play. This is all good so far. I like what I'm seeing. This is what happens when you're able to play more aggressive. And this part of the map is going to force you to play a bit more aggressive because you have to. Otherwise, you're not going to win this team fight. So this is good. See? Now you're playing more aggro. Is somebody else at once? Yeah, I mean, you're going to get an ult domino now. That's good. But do you see the difference between when you just sit back and not help your team? And then when you play aggressive, do you, like, see the difference there? Like, it is so much different with when you're playing aggressive and when you're playing passive. And most of this game, you've been playing very, very passive. Very, very passive. We'll see how this goes. Remember last time how your teammates ended up playing aggro on the bridge and you backed away? Let's see if that playstyle changes a little bit. Wow, your Reaper really went for that play. Yeah, your Reaper really went for that play. Like, now are you seeing this? Are you seeing now what's happening when you're playing aggro? Look at your teammates. They now can follow up. Do you see? Now you can see what I'm talking about with this. Like, I would recommend playing on the front side of like the cart so you can have like cover. But you have now played aggressive, right? And look at this. But the whole game you were playing really far back. Now, if you're expecting follow-up there, do not expect follow-up right there. What is happening, by the way? Is anybody going to fall off the map here? There's a tire, huge tire. Got 3. Like, look what happened when you played more aggressive. Let them up. Do you see that? You play more aggressive, and then you make plays. That's what I'm talking about. Play aggressive. All right, let's go launch this attack. I imagine this won't be a tough attack, considering the cart's right there, and you have 3 minutes. This is going to be a quick attack. The Centaurus got the map. Oh, no. Hey, at least the Lucio didn't fall off the map on the other team this time. That's a good start for their team. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is a dub. You're not. Okay. So, you got the win. You got the win, but we got to talk about this for a second, okay? Okay, so let's just read this again. Let's start off. I want to read the first sentence of this so everybody understands what we were talking about on this one, okay? The Moira fell? Wait, what happened? Oh, there's no way. Wait a second. Wait, how did the Moira fall? Wait, what happened?
Do not rely on my generosity. It is foolish.
It gotta happen, right? Like, I didn't even see that. You know, sometimes it happens. I'm telling you, this map, we see it happen so much. Listen, it wasn't enough of that during this map, so we had to at least see it right at the end of the map, right? Okay, so let's talk about this very quickly. The first sentence we have on the description here is, the game went quite well, but I feel like my DPS weren't following up. Okay, listen. There was no opportunity for your DPS to follow up. Your DPS were actually playing aggressive. There's no follow-up to be had when you're playing as passive as you were a lot of the time. Right? I want to point out again, when I say play aggressive, I don't mean you just hold your W key into their spawn, or you just hold forward into their spawn and go, wait, I played aggressive, where's the follow-up, right? It's just about taking map control. Okay, I'm going to move to this next area where this wall's at. I can use this wall to hide, I can use this wall to bubble, I can play aggressive if I need to be. If I have 100 energy, I can play aggro, I save 1 bubble. If I time my bubbles right, it's like I have 3 bubbles. When you're on Reinhardt, you sat in the back line, your Brig was playing main tank a lot of the time. There's no follow-up to be had there. If you're expecting your teams to follow up behind with you like 20 feet in the back line, it's not going to happen. So, you talked about how you would like to see some, like, tips or criticism on that one. Learn how to play a little bit more aggro on those heroes because there's no follow-up. I didn't see a part in this game where there really was an issue with your DPS following up. Your DPS were doing a fine job of being able to get picks and following up and doing damage. There wasn't anything I really saw here where it was like, oh, yeah, no, you can't follow up on that. Straight up. You even said in the last part of the match, you feel like you did something different. Guess what? You played aggressive. And when you played aggressive, now your teammates are now able to push up even further, and now you have map control. And what happens? If your teammate's playing aggressive like the Reaper was and you're playing aggressive, they have to worry about 2 things. What happens if they worry about 2 things? You get to win team fights easier. You see what I'm saying? Like, if your teammates are willing to play as aggressive as they were and you can play aggressive at the same time, there's not gonna be, that game probably doesn't even get to where it's at on the score. You probably just win that game. So, yeah. Then the last part you said is you think you should be plat, gold, or diamond. I really think you should start working on the playstyle adjustment there a little bit. Instead of letting your shield break and like not playing aggressive, start doing that and I think you'll climb. But if you're playing passive, a lot of the time you're relying on everybody else in your team to play aggressive and make plays happen when a lot of the time you can set up the plays for your teammates, right? And if your idea of like, oh, I'm going to set up a nice grab for my teammates is like a 45-meter grab across the map, you won't get follow-up all the time. Now, don't get me wrong. It's sometimes okay to do a 45-meter grab across the map. I play a lot of Zarya, and I will grab long range, but usually there's a reason behind it, not just a grab to grab. Anyway, good job at the end there playing aggressive. You could tell a difference. Look at the beginning of that VOD, look at the end of that VOD, watch the difference in how the game went when you played aggressive. You see that, I think you'll start to climb more. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed this video. That was a ton of fun. I hope you enjoyed that. If you like these videos, make sure to hit the like button, sub to all the YouTubes if you haven't. Also, if you want to submit one of these, join my Discord. It should be in the description. And there's a spectate and bingo section where you can submit that. It says spectate and bingo. Doesn't mean it's necessarily going to be on the bingo card because we do a lot of spectating stuff to begin with. But we usually will look at like how long the game is, like the description of the game, etc. That matter. That just makes it a little bit easier to kind of understand the game. So when you submit, remember that. Hope you all had an amazing day. Appreciate y'all. Have an amazing day /night.